What's up, everybody? How are we doing? Got a bunch of people here this evening. Had the early crew as usual. Gas Masher, Joe Russ, Phil in the kitchen, and Franco Walker. Boozehole, we are not late. If you check the comment section, you will, or description, you will see that start times may vary as they depend on Clive. So eat it. Anyway, besides that, we got Renkus. What's going up? Herbert, Trouser, Fancy, Frankie was in here earlier. Fama, I can see here. Who else was there? There was the Boozy. Meme Jeff, back after a while. We already got a couple pictures rolling in from people. Our Queen Liz Edwards, Bobcat, Web Debbie. What's up, Christian Harold? Let's test the bad word filter. Ready, everyone. Oh, great. I don't really have much of a bad word filter on there. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Any orange stuff? Actually, yeah. We have orange earplugs. I saw those at work, and since that kind of goes with the game, we kind of went with it. We have a few things here. I believe all three are from Fama again. We'll open those later on. We have Pussies and Piano about an hour and a half, and that's going to be a little different because I ran out of Gucci food. I forgot about that, so I took some of their regular treats and some tube gravy and just kind of mixed it up, and it's pre-plated, ready to go. It's a little different, so it'll be a little different this evening when we get that set up. What's up, Rasher? C2S. Chippy is also here. Oh yeah, let's do a special toast this evening. It has been brought to my attention that we need to recognize someone very special for their hard work, their dedication, and their dependability at work. You may notice, actually you may not have, that I have a little pendant here, a little heart pendant. That opens up, and inside is a picture of Loi Wogi. He's a special fella at our parts department. Always dependable. You always know if it's going to snow next week, he's going to call out. You always know that when you get there, he's going to hide in that corner as best he can. And because of that, I say cheers to you, Loi Wogi. Your parts department loves you, and we all love you, buddy. Cheers to Loi Wogi. And I would hate to deprive you. See if I can figure out how to get this thing off. So, will I be wearing this forever? Forever, Logie. Here's to see if that'll zoom focus in there. Probably won't. There's Loi Wogi. Oh, look at that cop mustache. One day he may really become a police officer. He's a Loi Wogi. So yes, thanks for that. Cheers again. Mr. Phil, do I know the hint of sarcasm? Oh, no. What's up, Coach Seagal? Lori? All right. Hey, while we're here, why don't we go ahead and take a call? You? Mm-hmm. No, I got everything cleaned up. Yeah, no, that's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't know. Everything's vibrating around me. No, that's good too. AC is nice and cool today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll be out on Monday. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Cheers, everybody. This is some berry gelato and some blonde hash. You are very welcome, Boozy. Very welcome. It warms the cockles of my balls to cheers old. Give old Loi Wogi the cheers. I scrubbed it. What did I scrub? StreamYard stuff. Is it? Oh shit! You're right. Right, that join button. All right, it'll catch up. There's Web Debbie. Thank you for 10 memberships to the Gaggle of Goofballs. We got Fama. There you go. Graham Shaw, Boozy. Odd Bjorn, Mr. Meerkat. Yeah, like Boozy wants to look at more forklift stuff. Mr. Meerkat, Simon Turner, Henrik, Trouble FPV. That's cool. All right, we got a bunch of welcomes, a couple of welcomes. I think most of them are welcome backs. Appreciate that again, Web Debbie. All right, let's see. What do we got here? We got 4 minutes, well, 3.5-ish minutes to the VertoThermoWhoofle. Has the Gaggle any invaded anywhere in my presence? We started to do the Greenland / Iceland takeover plan, but everybody got bored and we ended up just playing Atari for a while. So we'll try to get that again. Oh, all right. So, how is everybody's week doing? Next month? Yeah, maybe next month. Anyway, how's everybody's week doing? As you may have seen on the first video, well, and as we discussed on Wednesday's Lego video, you can't see the comment. Yeah, I haven't been able to see that here, but it's been raining. Wednesday, just before the Lego stream, live stream, the blower motor on my air conditioner for the house seized up. So I had to get that sorted out. It was actually about 150 altogether once everything was done for the parts. And it's going now. I did a video. I put that out on Thursday. I'll put the part 2 out on Monday on the Goofballs, and then I'll release it to everybody else like Thursday. But yeah, we're good to go and got the AC going again. And the new blower motor it's a little bit louder, but it's also a little bit louder because it is flinging some fucking air. Like, and it's not one of those things where the other blower motor just kind of wore out over time and like slowed down, because it's always been the same amount of air coming out of the vents because I check it all the time. That's when I can I've gotten to the point I can kind of tell when the filter needs changed because like certain points for airflow or if like a return vent's clogged. But everything's good now, and it is, like I said, it is just flinging the air around. Then I had some more technical issues on Thursday. See, Red Dwarfer just got the PC put back together after the CPU failed. Ooh. Was a win, though. No Ryzen 7900X left at any PC stores, so got all the singing dance in the 7950X 3D for $10 on top of the credit. No shit, that's not a bad grab. My boss just got a 7800X 3D, I believe. That's on his build. He's just waiting for a sale for the 4090s, which is going to be interesting because they're getting very hard to find. Like I got mine just in time, I guess. But yeah, I had some computer issues myself. We'll touch on that in a little bit. Getting ready to do a VertoThermoWhoofle here. Running reunion music on an old laptop, says Lockwatcher. Alright, alright. Find the correct mouse to scroll. Peter Paul seems to have had an interesting week. Why don't you let us know how that goes, and I'll get ready to do the good old VertoThermoWhoofle. Let me reset the camera as it seems a little twitchy. Yeah, we'll try that one. Alright. Otis has a 5800X 3D. I feel like I knew someone else with a 5800X 3D. I forget. Alright. It is time. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Woofle number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And of course the up close. Alright. Can you use the thermal camera on your PC? Yeah, actually, it's funny you mentioned that, Web Devi. I was just doing that on Thursday. And we got Freddy the Facehugger right. Oh, well, my hands are cold. He's right where my hand was. There. See him? There, right there. Right there. My fingers are always cold. Especially when I'm drinking a milkshake. Ooh, what does that say on the thermometer? -2? Okay. There we go. All right, let's flip that on back around. So yeah, speaking of thermal cameras, so Thursday, I was playing Scum, as I tend to do, as you know, on Sundays. Play that not quite every day at this point. Blockwatcher wants you to show the pictures you sent. I know they're there. Are you getting ready to leave or something? I could do that first before story time. I actually went through and I cleaned up some of the stuff too. Okay, that was pancakes. There we go. You are welcome, Queen Liz. So we have a good Lucy picture, as we tend to do. Can't advance pictures. Lucy, mom's little piggy, arm rest dweller, frog obsessed, something, 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 and something else. Nice. Good dog. And we have, let's see, fermented hot sauces. Very good. And more, what was that, barbecue sauce? Sorry, flipping back and forth here. More barbecue sauce. In good old-fashioned mason jars. Very nice. Thank you for sending those in. What is going on there? We have chipmunk, cat, fort, oh, okay. Chippy sent one here. Cat, fort, cuddles. Whoop. There's a kitty cat. I see they're warming up their laser weaponry to get you the heck away from bothering them. There's your good kitties. That kind of looks like Ronnie over there. That almost looks like Tuxie, the outside cat. Saw the dude today. Twice, actually. Both times I went outside, he came to hang out. Saw Gray Buddy a couple days ago. And Happy Little Fox sent 2 more of the neighbor's cat. That's got stuff. Okay, that's fine. Nothing weird on that. Let's do this one. There's Kitty Cat from Happy. Little Benji, Happy Little Fox. And teamwork, hanging out with a buddy. That's cool. And thank you for sending that as well. We like our kitties here, obviously. Nope, something else just popped in. Wait for the swipe at about 20 seconds. All right. Well, we got something here from Electron Box. We're going to wait for the swipe at 20 seconds. Which will be right around here. I don't know. It'll be right about here. Well, because they were less than enthused. Is that what set off your or set off the motion alarm? The swipe. Oh boy, Kitty's always got to yell. Dogos and hot sauces. Yes, Admiral. We have cats, dogs, hot sauces, angry kitties, happy kitties. Oh, Lock Watch. I missed that. Amazed that YouTube AI is not banning this woofle stuff as self-harm. I'm guessing because it's infrared. Like it doesn't register it as flame, even though I've also done it with flame, just like Clive. See, I don't know. Who knows? But I'm just, whatever. I don't monetize the live streams, so. Oh. Thermal camera. So yeah, Thursday I'm playing Scum. Doing my thing, running around, and all of a sudden the computer just goes wink. Just completely turns off. Not the studio one, but the gaming computer, the one right in front of me. Some like power off. Like someone just pulled the plug. So like, alright. So I powered it back on. Everything was good. Jump back into my game thinking it was just a weird crash. And I'm running into town, which is, I'm on a PvP server at that one. That was Lathias's Survival Evolved. So I'm running around in there. I run into the middle of the town. See a zombie, shoot it with one arrow. It's keep coming. I shoot it with the second arrow. As soon as the arrow hits a zombie, wink, computer turns completely off. Well, that's horrible. Because not only could there be more zombies coming, but I'm standing there because when you log out of the game, there's a 2-minute timer that you just would sit there and wait. And you can either wait with the game, like counting down, so you can kind of keep an eye out for things, but if you just log out, your body just stands there for 2 minutes. That way, if you get into a fight, you can't log out real quick and just be a derp. So knowing that I'm just standing in the middle of town, I'm like, holy shit. So I start the computer back up. As soon as I enter the password, it winks out. And this went on for, I don't know, about 20 minutes. Like I pulled all the filters and cleaned them, even though they weren't dirty. Grabbed the camera, was going over the computer with the thermal camera. Nothing's overheating. Hold on. I don't know what's going on, but it was weird. The longer I left it off, the longer I could play. So I'd get on the game, run to a bush, bink, it would turn off. I'd let it sit for a minute, fire it up, run to a bush, hide, until I finally got to a safe spot. So after I figured out it wasn't a heat issue, I went around and just started, I reseated the RAM, I reseated the CPU, and I checked all the power plugs. I didn't bother with the graphics card. And then I went ahead and before I did that, I thought it might be a driver thing, so I said reset this PC in Windows 11. It's not a big deal. It's it's only used for gaming. So like I just installed Steam and then my shit's back. Lost a couple, single player shit, but whatever. Anyway, so that didn't work. It actually went through the entire Windows install with no problems, but then when it booted to regular Windows, wink, went back out again. Thinking, well, maybe the power supply itself is failing. But, I pulled up, I was like, well, if I got to get a power supply, I might as well go to 1200 watt, just because right now I can push this thing to almost 900 watts. It was a little sketchy. Yeah, I have Intel. It's a i9-11900K. So after the Windows reinstall didn't work, I went ahead and I reseated the RAM. I actually pulled them, flipped them, plugged them back in just for kicks. Reseated the CPU. It seemed fine. Put the cooler back on, fresh goo. Didn't mess with the video card. Checked all the plugs. Everything was seated right. And I unplugged the monitor. I did all this stuff all at once. I also unplugged this monitor. Now, if you've been watching, you've heard me talk about the fact that sometimes when you boot this computer, like this is the gaming rig here. These two here. Sometimes when you boot this computer, the Doom desktop would come up kind of over here as opposed to the Rick and Morty one. And then all I'd have to do would be like wiggle, like go into desktop properties, like move the position of this monitor, and it would reset and be fine. I'm wondering if something's going weird with this monitor, and that was a symptom of it. So I'm doing the long-term test here where I'm leaving this. All this is just unplugged from the HDMI port from the motherboard, because this is plugged into the motherboard. This is plugged into the 4090. So it's still using, actually this camera is through the monitor, or through the hub, the USB hub on the back of the monitor. So as opposed to running it, after I did all that, it ran fine. But now I've been running it for a couple days and no more issues. I've gone through a bunch of benchmarks. I pushed actually pushed the CPU to 850 watts for 5 minutes. It barely got warm, not hot. Did all kinds of shit and everything seems stable. And that's the only thing I haven't plugged in. And I'm not going to do that until after tomorrow's gaming stream in case I plug it in and something really goes fucking wrong. But I'm wondering if it's time to replace this old ass monitor. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So that was fun when I'm like, whoa, great. The computer I just put together is now being a derp. Is this a rant? Not really a rant, no. Just letting you know what happened. They're both the two outer monitors are old, what are they, 2016 Dell monitors that I got from work when they were throwing all the old computer stuff away. So, I mean, there could have been minor damage to them. They were all literally just thrown into a pallet box, and then I dug through and found the ones that worked. When I asked if I could just have the box, and they went, well, yeah, we were just going to pay someone to take it. And I went, I'll just take it for free. So that's how I got my Intel Nooks and some of the miscellaneous, like, crappy monitors I have. But no, like, power supply is good. I'm wondering, it was either something I reseated or it was this monitor. And since everything's getting weird, I'm really thinking there might be something getting just weird with the monitor. Now, I don't know what a monitor could do through the HDMI port that would cause a computer to shut the fuck down, unless it's like, I don't know what voltages they share. I know they share ground, obviously, but I don't know what that would do. Might the noise from the PSU and the monitor be tripping the PC power supply? Asked Craig Matthews. See, I don't know, because that monitor is the exact same monitor. Now, granted, if the power supply is going bad, but either way, after tomorrow's stream, I'm going to plug that in, and we're going to see what happens. I mean, obviously not live. But if it does the wink out thing again, then I'm just going to get 2 monitors, because I don't want that one to start acting up on this computer, causing problems, like in the middle of a fucking live stream, just wink, if that were to happen. So we'll see. But if I plug it back in and everything's fine, then I'm not going to get new monitors. If I don't need new monitors, they're not used, like, these outer monitors are not used for anything high definition. Just the center monitor, and, dependent video editing is usually done on the bottom widescreen. Any system is only as good as its weakest link. Absolutely. And Paul T, when you say system, just so everyone knows, they are not simply referring to a PC system. That is any system, whether it's a business system, an automotive system, a financial system, your mom's system, whatever the weakest link is. I think the thermal cam is drawing too much current. The first thing that hit my mind was that fucking camera, but that's plugged into the other computer. The thermal camera's plugged into the studio PC, which is fine. But yeah, I thought about that too. I'm like, oh, it's that stupid. Oh wait, that's not even. And I unplugged it anyway. But yeah, it's not the thermal camera this time. Craig Matthews, my monitor literally exploded, and that tripped the PC power supply. But that was far more violent. Yeah, okay. Maybe there is something going weird with it. I'll find out after Sunday. The Fixer 69. Oh, Scrufdog, is Clive still doing live? Yeah, he's doing them on Twitch now because of YouTube gave him a strike for setting his beard on fire. And he realized that some of the fun antics he does on live streams could actually get his regular channel banned because they're linked. So now he does live streams on Twitch. I guess someone can throw a link up if one of the mods have it. I'm sure the Biscuit Heads got it. But yeah, so he's doing his live streams on Twitch on Sunday or Saturdays, and then people will come on over here. Yeah, the Gouda cow, like, that is a Lego brick. That is a system of bricks that form a Gouda cow. Or a what is it? The Lego cow? But yeah, basically he went to Twitch to keep his main channel from being demonetized, since that's currently his I guess his main form of income. Like, I'm sure he gets paid well for his work at the tattoo, but I mean, YouTube is monthly income. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Chippy just posted the link for that. Oh shit, missed the top of the hour toast. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. Ramshell, I've had a bunch of new HP monitors have the firmware crash on the monitor, but it looks like the PC has stopped outputting a video signal. Proper reboot fixes the issue. Yeah, this is a hard, like, you look over and the fans are off and everything. That's why it just seemed like usually if there's a software, a firmware, like some kind of crash, you at least get gibberish on the monitor before something goes down, whether it's a bunch of bullshit gibberish from Microsoft trying to tell you what it did in strange codes, or something gets scrambled and okay, well, the video just crashed or something. But this is just, and that's why I was like, damn, another goddamn power supply. Even though the last time I thought I had a power supply going, it turned out it was the motherboard. But holy shit, Ed. Well, Ed's here. With 50 memberships to the Gaggle of Goofballs, that's gonna take a lot to read, but I'm sure it's a lot of welcomes and welcome backs. Good lord. Thank you, a good sir, and welcome to the stream. Ed doesn't know it yet, but he might die tomorrow on the stream, which, that's fine. I've died on stream at this point a couple times. Because I might die on stream tomorrow, too. And you'll probably get the idea of what's going on when I post that thumbnail. Anyway, let's, this is going to be a while. Hey, there's Rob. Rob got one. He's definitely going. Oh no, this is something else, Boozy. Remember we said we talked about that. We may wait till next week, and maybe you have some availability. This is something else. This is this is something Ed's already died at, so we're just going to go do that again, but this time on stream. And I'm not even going to tell Ed what it is. He'll just have to figure it out when I post the link after this stream. Rob is not here tonight either. I guess not. He did message me. I have his have something queued up for him. Good lord, is it done? Thanks, Ed. Whew. Calm down. Isn't that every stream? Ed should be an expert on the light by now. On the light? Oh yeah. Come towards the light. Little Jim's tear down and fix it. Hey, buddy, now I can concentrate on the stream after 3 hours of setting up a Wi-Fi printer. God. Like, I hate printers so bad. Like, I have an older printer. I'm just trying to do my damnedest to keep it going. I have an old Canon and an old, or, no, which one's left? I think the brother is left. But anyway, I have like an older printer that's, what, 4 or 5 years old. That I've been doing my best to keep going because I don't want to deal with any new bullshit. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to have a subscription service just to open the box at this point. Boozy, I'll be good for next week. I'm going to practice this weekend and next until the stream. Getting my ass kicked in there. Yeah, it's a little tough, but hey, keep in mind, Boozy, when we go in, we may have an extra RPK or Sol or something, just in case. Because that'll be a thing. I'll go in with a silenced M9, or no, my SF19 and a suppressed saw. Not even going to bother with the bow going in there. Well, I probably like, yeah, I guess I could take the bow, but I probably won't end up using it since I got the suppressed pistol. That's same as the bow in the bunkers at this point. Well, yeah, anyway. Fair warning, there is no light, just blink and you fall from the sky again. What? What are you talking about? Who's fallen from what sky, Ed? Are you okay? Have a toot for me. I've had a difficult day, says Mr. Meerkat. Oh, yeah, Peter Paul say something. I don't know if I ever saw what they replied, if they replied. But, okay, damn, where was that? For Mr. Meerkat. Puff for Mr. Meerkat there. Yeah. Oh yeah, the fuse shit is horrible. But apparently, I guess on most of them, if you get to the other end, you can turn it back off, and it's just annoying. It's a lot easier to have a fuse person. Electron box, I've got an aged HP laser jet. It's printing very faded now, and I can't be bothered to invest in a new toner, so it will be replaced soon with something better and smaller. Yeah, I will refuse to buy anything HP printers at this point. They're a fucking joke. Got this. Little Jim's got this one, and it's an Epson XP2205 for 15 pounds. Only 6 months old and couldn't say no. The other one's about 7 years old. Well, does it use third-party ink, or have they blocked that? That's, I think, Is HP, are they pretty much right? Just are they pretty much the ones left that block third party ink at this point? Rasher with 10 euros. Yeah. Thank you. Wishing peace in this crazy world. Absolutely. Could use some of that. Because it is just getting worse and worse, and everything is just getting a little hectic out there at this point. Good grief. Celtic engine, it sounds like the monitor may have been backfeeding into the GPU, causing it to shut down. It could be the monitor internal power supply failing. It might be. And that feeds into, that particular monitor feeds into the iGPU, so directly to the motherboard. So if, not the 4090, so if there were a problem like that, I imagine it may cause the motherboard just to go. But I guess we'll see. Like I said, after Sunday, I'll plug that back in and see what happens. Like, I'm going to plug it in with everything on, figure everything's hot swappable, supposedly. And that's like the worst case scenario is having to come back on from a hot swap. I guess I would assume that's a little more effort on one side or the other as opposed to a cold boot. So I'm just going to plug it in hot. The computer shuts right down. Then I know I need to order a couple new monitors. And if I do that, this one's going to be an inch or two, well, probably 2 inches bigger. They're both 22s, obviously they're the same monitor. So I'll probably get a 24-inch for that, and I'll keep that at a 22. Because if I get, well, see, I don't know, because I'm going to be moving the office soon. The idea here is to have that room empty by Christmas vacation, and then spend Christmas vacation building the new office, and then starting the new year in the new office. That's the rough plan. I guess we'll see how that goes. I still got a lot of clean out to do in there, just of my own shit that's in there. Mr. Philson, 1969. I must be getting old. My neighbors are shooting off fireworks. I fucking hate fireworks, and my cat does too. Yeah, I don't really care about fireworks anymore. Labraith, I got a Canon and an Epson ink tank printer. It's fabulous. Chuck the old printers this week. Yeah, I've heard of the tank printers. Is it actually, like, it seems okay? I guess long term, like, as you check in here and there, let us know how that's doing. Like, if there's any problems with ink clogging or drying up prematurely or drip leak, anything weird, like, I'd love to know that, because I don't think I've actually known anybody with a tank printer. Something that easy to get some goddamn color out of the printer, for fuck's sake. You'd think that they would have protection against backfeeding. You'd think, but again, like, I don't know for sure that it's the monitor. Like I said, I did some work inside. Nothing seemed to be a problem. But, that's the thing when you do a whole bunch of shit all at once and you don't know which one fixed it. But that's why I haven't plugged that one in yet. Just to see. Long-term test is good. Like I said, I've since benchmarked the piss out of the thing. But, I mean, I'll let you know one way or the other. But, we'll see how that goes. Where's all my timestamps? Oh, because the computer got reset. Right. All right. Live. Got some timestamps. 6:11 toast. Okay, we can do a 6:11. Is it only 6? Why is it? Okay, I guess we'll get ready to open packages soon. And space. Oh, that thing's still going. Cheers. Clive C has an Epson tank here. Says it's great. That's good. Rasher has a 3-year-old eco tank. It hasn't even needed ink yet. No shit. Okay. And the ink is 3 years old and it's still good. That's fucking great. David Garcia, the tank printers are some of the better ones. Just don't let the ink sit in there without using it at least once a month, and the ink will last a very long time. I always figured it would just evaporate out. But I mean, it makes sense. I guess if the seal's right and the conditions are proper, it would be fine. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Okay. Christmas vacation room. Leave Christmas up. Yeah, We'll see. I have a shitload of Christmas lights I used to use for the house that maybe I'll probably end up putting, probably end up being a lot of Christmas lighting in there. As long as it's LED, I'm not doing any incandescent bullshit. Like, that's just too hot, too much power. Like, it's with the computers that are in there, and it's going to end up having the router in there, which means it may end up with the media uh, server and media security server in there. So I'm definitely not going to want anything incandescent if possible. If Trump wins, no chance, says Mr. Meerkat. How do you think it would affect your life? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I'd be angry. I'd be very upset and disappointed because I would watch many people that I consider friends and family. I'd see their lives go to shit because they're not fucking straight, white, old, fucking rich guy. You know what I mean? Um, that would probably be the biggest change, of seeing a lot of people around me that aren't fucking cookie cutter fucking normal just get harassed and legalized to shit. So yeah, as Paul C saying, go make sure you get out there and vote. Not that I do politics here much, except for most of you know my opinion that I feel that Trump should face execution by capital punishment and be executed on the front steps of the White House. But that's just me, for treason. But that's just my opinion. But I don't really talk a whole lot of politics, but I do throw that out there. But yeah, vote whatever you're voting for, like whatever. If as long as we're cool here, we're cool here. But just vote for who you think is going to do right. Anyway, what's up, Josh Homan? How's it going? Late to chat, but been listening from the beginning. Well, that's good. That's good. It's all right. Do your thing. Do your thing. Orvag, I just went and checked. The drum is not contained in the toner cartridge. Look for optical drum with your printer model. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have heard that there is something with toners like that. I guess that's what that's called, the optical drum. I know I've heard with some of them that they come with and without something. Making sure I got thing. I'm not missing stuff here. Is it possible that a Windows driver update may be causing the monitor not to be driven correctly, causing problems? Says Deltic. I don't know. I mean, that could be a possibility. And if it is, it's just another reason to get a newer monitor. Then I don't have to worry about older drivers. I mean, I'm sure, I would imagine it's a fairly stable driver, but I mean, who knows? That could be a possibility. But at that point, if I would have to hunt and manually install drivers for monitors that I got for free, it's at that point it is value lost, and I'd just get newer ones. But yeah, I mean, that could be a possibility. Someone bloody random. I'm late, but I have a button to push, so boop. What's up, buddy? Someone 11 months as a Gaggle of Goofball member. Much appreciated from myself and from everyone else. Graham Shaw seems to agree with me there. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, like nobody, there's no such thing as the perfect candidate, but sometimes there's a glaring difference on what you're going for there. Peter Harkins had a Brother A3 tank printer for over 7 years. PC blew up and have not used the printer for about 6 months. Ink blocked the head. Now it's all in the bin, but love the printer. Yeah, I suppose after a while. I mean, I guess the feed tube. I mean, I suppose there'd probably be a way to get it to, like, maybe with some alcohol, but that might just get weird and messy. And I guess at that point, it's value, and the fact if you didn't use it for 6 months, if you can find an alternate method of printing stuff, then Since Scruff is from a well-to-do, well-off family, says Rasher. Not really. We're like we were pretty much normal middle class growing up. Um, I mean, I've gone in my life. I've gone from normal middle class to living behind a dumpster, fucking homeless for a while, and eating what I could steal, all the way up to where I am now, where I own my own house. Um, like I've gone through it all. I've been incarcerated for an extended amount of time. I've fucking the times in my life where I've done well, it's because I've busted my ass to get there. Um, I've not had any. The assistance I've gotten from my parents was the fact that when I was younger, they recognized I was a nerd and they helped me as best they could with my nerdliness. Like I've never gotten any help from them or anything. But at this point in my life, I'm not well to do, but I am doing well, I guess. I mean, I got big debts behind my bank account and all that shit as well, but I do well at work. Apparently, I'm pretty good at what I do, so I do all right. I do all right. My parents are doing okay right now. Like I said, they make it work. I mean, my dad watches a TV from 1986. You know, like Sharp makes a good TV. Voting for chumps, they're all controlled by the same overlords, says Rasher. Who knows? I mean, whatever you got, whatever it is, whether it's one way or the other, at least try to help if you're so inclined. Chipmunk, I have no power apparently, and on the National Grid website, the service is unavailable. Well, that's pretty good downing. The Canon printer has removable heads, so if it does sit unused, you can replace the head, says Admiral. That's good. That's not good to work. But did I work at McDonald's? No, I worked at Dunkin' Donuts, Dollar Tree, Papa John's, or not Papa John's, Little Caesars twice. Bunch of car places, car parts places. But no, I've definitely had my ups and downs in life. My parents the same. Right now they're just kind of doing their own thing. And I'm doing mine. I should probably call them at some point. Anyway, Marco Silas, greetings from Ohio. Tornado warning, but nothing except for the rain. Is that from the hurricane remnants? Like I haven't even been paying attention to it. I just know it's been raining here for a week and it's supposed to rain for another 4 or 5 days. Like the sun came out for a minute today, but I was like, I ain't going outside. It's just going to be a freaking sauna out there of humidity. Dunkin' Donuts. That was actually my third job. I was the Muffin Man. Like no shit. Do you know the Muffin Man? You know the former Muffin Man. I used to, and boy, when I worked there at the one, you could eat anything for free, unlimited, except for the chicken salad and tuna sandwiches. Like bagel sandwiches, but like donuts and stuff, you could eat unlimited amounts. So I always got the dude, the main baker, he would always make me a half rack, like, what are they, about 10 inches and then, a couple feet deep. He would make me a full half rack of honey dipped munchkins. And I would eat them during my shift, as well as I'd usually eat like 3 or 4 overly chocolate chip muffins, probably a blueberry muffin. Then I'd get one of the tuna things. I ate so much fucking food there. It's no wonder they fired me. I just eating. Mr. Phil has to pay the mortgage. That would be a good idea. I've paid the mortgage for the month already. It's actually way ahead on some of my bills. But I'll do my rundown as I do on the last day of the month. Go through everything, see what needs to be paid, see what I got, and whatever a little bit extra I have, try to maybe throw that into the supercomputer fund, which I thought I was going to have to dip into. But seems like we're okay. Marco Styles, I bought a 1000 LED light string that connects to 30 volt 0.3 amp outlet brick with 3 wires. How does the wiring work? Does it have any kind of 120 input, or is it expecting a 30 volts power supply? I guess. I'm guessing it plugs into the wall. How does the wiring work? I would guess it's multiple strings, probably roughly 10 LEDs, and then 10 LEDs, and then 10, and then 10, and then like all in a row that all pull a little bit of current kind of thing, maybe. I was dipping it, and I no dip available. 120 AC, 30 volts DC out. Okay. I mean, that's just some low power LEDs. I'd say, 30 volts. 0.3 amps seems a little low for 1,000 LEDs. Is it 0.3 in on the 120 volt side, maybe? Even that seems like it might be a little low. The Muffin Man is seated at the table in the laboratory. I grew up saying laboratory, but I'd much rather go with laboratory. Laboratory of the Utility Muffin Research Kitchen. Did my WhatsApp message get through? Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me take a look there, little Jim. It did. Images. Let's see. So little Jim sent, hey Scruff, meant to send these last week when we were talking about motorbikes, but didn't get the chance. Just a couple of my mates' bikes. Don't ask me what they are. I'm really not a bike guy, just a petrol head. All right. Hold on. We got a Honda. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of bike models either, but here's this from little Jim. It looks definitely most like an aftermarket carbon fiber or carbon fiber style muffler. Nice. Ooh, nice Royal Enfield. Very nice bike. You don't really see much of them around here. I've only seen a couple in my lifetime over here. Oh, and what was that? Isn't that cafe style? Is that considered cafe style there, or cafe racer or something like that? Yeah, that was probably CB 1000 there, Horvath. All right. All right. And Yamaha something or other. It's got a nice big fat fucking back tire on it. Makes handling a little interesting at times, but that thing will definitely shit and get if it's got some power behind it. Looks of that engine, I'm guessing that's like a V-twin. Probably close to a liter. A Yamaha Virgin. Yeah, Delta Mike's out. Have a good one, Delta Mike. I'll see if I can catch you tomorrow morning. Delta Mike does morning streams from the beach in Spain, Terra, some big word in Spain. Him and his doggy Tina. Want to check them out? I am sure he would appreciate it. I don't know if I have anything left in here, and I have no more ground up flour. Oh, there's a little bit of something in here. What time is it? All right. Delta's microphone died. We are trying to get him a new phone. Ah, I didn't know that that happened. I know he can sometimes have issues getting a hold of, like, fundage that is donated towards him. Let's check out, see what's going on there. Scrolling up, holy boy. Oh crap! Sorry, I left it on here. But yeah, thanks, little Jim. There's some nice motorcycles. All right, well, why don't we go ahead and open this stuff up? If I'm not mistaken, this is more coffee stuff from Fama. Might be some other stuff showing up from other people soon. We'll see. Ooh, a coworker has a Honda VMAX 1300. Says Uncle Duncan Shack, who I saw earlier today. That thing was heavy to handle. Did not enjoy riding it in town. Yeah, I've heard the VMAX are kind of heavy, kind of unwieldy at times, but yeah, we'll see what's up. No, the charge port is dead. Ah, crap. That's like, I don't understand how we've supposedly improved charge technology with Quick Charge 2.0 and 3.0, and what are we at, 3.1 or 3.2, or I don't know, fucking 8,000.0. But it is so fucking common for charge ports to take a shit nowadays. Like, you know what we're doing with the goddamn things. Can you make them a little goddamn better? Because it's just a ridiculous. Like, I miss the old chunky fucking plugs that, like, they may have been chunky, but, like, they lasted forever. Crazy, I got a micro, or what is it, the mini USB, the one that's, like, got the little, like, whoop, and then it comes down, you know, those old school ones. Like, dude, I got a phone, a Windows CE phone that I still use as a piggyback charger to charge certain cells, like lithium ion cells. And that thing, you plug it in and it just works. Like, it always just works. Like, even Type C ports, they're usually better, but a lot of times they're just so weak. It's a sturdy plug, but if you put it on a flimsy board, bleh. Anyway. That sucks. Where do I speak to leave a message? It'll cut off if you're telling me that. Okay, something Jack Attack. What's up, Henrik Oldcorn? How you doing? The VMAX was a Yamaha, says Chris. God, okay, that'll work. Top Smoke, set the Scooby or Caveman poll up before unboxing. But what are we on? Can we have a Scooby or Captain Caveman poll? Sure. Here's a poll. Scooby, View, Captain, Cave, Man. That. And sure. We'll put the big dog in there. There you go. Here's a poll. Blazam. Energo Quorum, USB power distribution seems more reliably support than a quick charge. Yeah, I love anything that supports USB PD, because I have a few chargers that I've gotten with Google devices. Like, I got two 90-watt PDs for my Chromebooks, which charge everything. Like, my Samsung loves getting plugged into that thing. It'll charge up, and Christ, it'll go from like 0 to 100 in like 3 seconds almost. That thing is wicked fast. And then I have a PD in my work, two PD plugs. One's 45 watt and one's 65 watt in the work van for quick charge and stuff. Mini USB-C is not very good at being rugged. Yeah, I feel a lot of it is is the circuit board itself. I mean, like the plug itself isn't bad. It usually comes with nice thick fucking the solder on mounting terminals because they know they got to hold it in place because you got 8 million pins that all get soldered individually to the board. I mean, I guess you got to have 8 million pins to make it work, right? But let's get this stuff open. We'll take a look here. Ooh. And then go from there. We got Pussies and Piano coming up in 25 minutes with my homebrew cat treat stuff. See how that goes. Alright, let's start with this one here. Bugs Bunny was a cross-dresser. Yes, Mr. Phil. Many cartoon characters were cross-dressers. These are the pods for the Virtuo machine, which wasn't the one I sent. Medium roast coffee, be good cream, and in high caffeine content. Try them out. Alright. So I guess these will fit the... Yeah, I haven't turned that machine on. Apparently, the espresso, coffee machine that Fama sent, you have to install the app on your phone to get it going. So, figured I would wait until I had the proper cup things. And these are bigger. Oh yeah, these are definitely the right ones. Thank you, Fama. Yeah, these are it. Very slippery. Alright. Double espresso and a word. Alright, yeah, those will fit. So I'll see if I can get that set up tomorrow. Not like that. Goes that. Like a little tabby thing to hold it closed. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright. There. See what this one here is. Paul Norman is out. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good snooze. Megavolt Meister, what's going on? How are you? Here, let me get something here. Let me do that. That's sorted out. Alright. What do you have? These are a variety of Virtuo pods to make different sizes of coffee. Large pods, large mugs, and you can adjust size method from the manual. Yeah, the manual basically says use the app, which is fine. And let's see what we got here. RS30 232 is still used in new gear. Which new gear? Our trackers. Some of the equipment at work still uses 232 on the newer stuff. Most of it's CAN bus, but there's still some 232. Okay. Now, we have Starbucks Pike Place Roast. Veranda Blend. We have Elbow on the microphone. Always a popular flavor. Cafe Verona. Oop. We have Lee Meowing. Sumatra. Wow. Wow. In Colombia. That's usually what I get when I go to like rural farms in the morning. A little Colombia blend. Pretty common, most places have it. And it pretty much all tastes the same. And our last one, which is crazy. Alright. We have scan a QR code. Tried sending you one, but I believe someone stole it at the post office. I'm sending this one because anyone I could find of the original model. Supposed to be new with slight box damage. Okay. You didn't have to send another one, but okay. Appreciate it. So here's another one. Okay. Let's see. And pop it open real quick. I don't know where that place is. Where is the place? Just to see how bad it is. See if the product itself is okay. I mean, I don't mind if the box is messed up as long as everything inside is obviously good to go. Yeah, I didn't realize you were there was something missing at the post office. But my post office or yours? Home is cracked. Unit itself looks fine. I don't see any dings, cracks, stress marks. There's a little bit of, I guess it's just stuff from the box being open, but it doesn't look used. I guess one way to tell would. Yeah, it smells like plastic. So yeah, I think we're good here. Again, I appreciate you sending it out. But yeah, and the box is fine. It's got the manual in it. Or manuals. I can see multiples. All right. That over there. That I may set up quickly tonight for tomorrow morning, and then work on the super holy shit one. Don't turn it on. Take it apart. I haven't watched him in a while there, Meme Jeff. But thank you again, Fama, again for the coffee and the Zippo stuff. I've been using that Zippo constantly, too. So, cheers. Oh, and Jonathan Hughes, I don't know if he's watching or if he watches later. NC2S, the food stuff. Been loving that. And Web Debbie, I shared a couple of cookies with people. They fucking love that. Fama, cookies great. But thanks to everybody for who's sending stuff in. Always appreciated, though not obviously necessary. Yeah, I see that, Fama. I appreciate that. Again. Oop, hold on. Ears all. You ever do that? Like sometimes you just gotta like wiggle the hell out of your ear to get that itch going. I've been using that mustard with on a lot of French fries. Used it on some chicken wings the other day too. Yeah, right. I know. The red Zippo's on the shelf. I'll bring that into work there, Boozy. You can take a look at it. Oh, did you see the third Zippo, Boozy? Where is it? I don't know if you saw this one. This one I may actually end up keeping in the truck, but I may do the red. I like having a red one here, but we'll see. But you got, and you got the card underneath. See, this one I can't use for pipes because of the little overhang card, which means it would be good for either the shelf in there or for work. But I still may carry the red one at work because I do kind of like that one for carrying around. Because then I'll have to worry about knocking off the scully stuff or skelly stuff. The one I thought they stole, they sent the, oh, that's when they sent the wrong one. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Dead man's hand Zippo, yeah. Don't woofle the stroop waffle. Yeah, we don't woofle stroop waffles here. Those are really good. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? Yeah, how is that poll doing here? Scooby-Doo 20. Wow, yeah, I threw the big dog in there. That threw it all off, didn't it? Scooby-Doo, Captain Caveman, Jetsons, or Bugs Bunny? Bugsy pulling it out. Yeah, I was actually watching Jetsons, last week? Or was that this week? I don't remember. I think that was last week. But yeah, I've watched the Jetsons recently. Either way. I need to get some goddamn water here. Jack Attack says Hong Kong Phooey. Hong Kong Phooey, definitely a good cartoon. I think I have some of that somewhere. Boozy's down with Tom and Jerry. I got a bunch of Tom and Jerry stuff. I got a bunch of the ones like the original, the way original ones, all the way up to some of the newer ones. The naming system on it is completely derpy, so MB has no idea what to do with it, but you can still work your way through it. Yeah, I watched a lot of Woody Woodpecker and Roadrunner. Redneck Atheist Jetsons was the Flintstones of the future. Oh yeah, they even did a crossover episode. I forget if that was on the Flintstones or on the Jetsons, or if they did one on each of them. But they had crossovers between Jetsons and the Flintstones for at least one episode. Space Ghost was good, whether it be the original Space Ghost or the Adult Swim slight modification of it. Which I watched that in the Brack show. Fucking Brack was awesome. I love Brack. Alright, we'll go ahead and kill that poll there. I see where that's going. So we got Bugs Bunny, Scooby-Doo, Captain Caveman, and the Jetsons. Oh, the Jetsons is just in front of Captain Caveman. That is a tight one. That is a tight one. Very tweet. Very tweet. Was there ever a real shocking hand buzz? Says Megavolt Meister. I'm sure someone has made one besides the little. I mean, I know the real one's like a little rattle thingy wubber, but I'm sure somebody's made one that's basically self-sacrificial because it's going to get both of you at that point, I would think. Uncle Duncan Shack had a sales rep in the office cussing us out one day. He made the mistake of leaving his wireless mouse on the desk. It met 24 volts. Noticed him using a trackpad later that day. Whoops. That'll happen. Web Debbie's out. Good night, Web Debbie. Have a good sleep, and we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you hanging in there. Booze Hole is killing Mech. So killing a black mech is really hard. Yep. Been at it for 20 plus minutes. Apparently it's 15 RPGs. What was it? I think Luth said you could, is it 600 or 700 rounds of RPK? I'm guessing probably about the same for a saw. If you're shooting arrows at it, it's probably going to take a couple more weeks. And then when it restarts, I'm guessing his HP will come back. Good luck. Good luck. I'm sure Loi Wogi is rooting for you, sending his virtual hugs your way. I've never actually bothered killing a mech yet. I just kind of annoy the shit out of them with airplanes. Or I'll get bored and I'll fire an arrow at them. Sometimes they don't even turn. They're like, it's just not even worth their time. Banana Man, I remember Banana Man. That was the same animator as Danger Mouse, if I'm not mistaken. Danger Mouse, one of the probably the best UK, or at least one of the best UK-based cartoons ever made. I still watch Danger Mouse every once in a while. I actually have the physical DVD collection of Danger Mouse. I like Danger Mouse so fucking much. Yeah, I gotta throw more love out to Loi Wogi. They're boozy. Count Duckula, I have Count Duckula. Super Ted, never heard of Super Ted. Craig Matthews, all the stuff I needed ordered. PCBs in production. I'm headed to bed now. See you all later. Well, good night, Craig. I hope your PCBs go well and are printed with much quality. And I hope your designs I wish you accuracy to your designs. Cheers. Anyone remember pole position? The game or the cartoon Deltic Engine? Because I literally can see my Atari 2600 pole position cartridge right there on the shelf. For some reason, it's the only one sitting on the shelf. I don't know why that is. Thundercats Gargoyles. I watched the Thundercats. The cartoon. I don't remember a pole position cartoon. Don't think I do, or maybe I just didn't care about it. Oh no, I do remember that. No, I just never really watched that one. Produced by Dick Industry. Dick. Yeah, Dick Industries. Nah, I remember that one, but I never really watched that. Not too much that I can remember. I remember the characters though. Chippy has a confession about cartoons. Chippy liked, well, the Chipmunks. That's fine. The Chipmunks was a good cartoon there, Chippy. It's all good. Voltron was good. I had a Voltron camera. Was it 100? Not 100 millimeter. Was it 100 millimeter? Not, wasn't like a 30 or 40 millimeter. It was the one that looked like a cassette tape symbol. The fucking big cartridge things you put in there. I had a Voltron camera. I don't know why I'm thinking 100 millimeter. That doesn't sound right. But 10 something. I forget what that was. But it was the one where it almost looked like it was almost a barrel or double fucking thing. But you could fold it up and it would just look like a, camera with lots of colors. And obviously you could see all the pieces, and then you could flip it out and it would be like an awkward Voltron thing. Trap door. I Feel like I've heard of that, but never really watched it. The Wacky Races was good there, Red Dwarfer. Watch them every once in a while still. Celtic pole position had some interesting moments in it where they were particularly careful with a few segments of animation, extra frames or something. Very good animators. Oh, right, I got you. Yeah, every once in a while they put that. It's usually done by extra frames so they can just get that super smooth thing going on there. What's up, Clue? How are you? You had the C64 version of pole position. I have the Atari. And I know I have it on emulator. I feel like I had maybe had it on some other platform. Like maybe I had it on like a Nintendo multi-game cartridge thing or something. I know that's a good game. That's still fun to play. Like sometimes the simple games where you don't have to like focus and like worry about getting shot in the face or whatever. You can just sit there and be like, what are you doing? Left and right. And every once in a while I'll hit forward. And every once in a while, I'll tap backward to shift gear. That's hold this button. That's it. Is this the Scruff Nostalgia stream? No, we're just talking about cartoons, baby. We just happen to be on old cartoons. Like I still watch Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's one of my favorite Cartoon Network originals. It's a shame, as I've said before. It's a shame back in the day, Cartoon Network gave up on cartoons after 78 episodes. I don't know why that number was, but after 78 episodes, they would just cancel the entire runs of cartoons, even if they were at their fucking peak. That was weird. That was the golden era of Cartoon Network. I don't even know what they have on there. I don't even have cable anymore. Try a pod and water in the red machine. I'll set that up. Like, I don't want to set that up during the stream there, Fama, but I will set it up. It'll be easier, probably easier and quicker to set up than um, the Big Daddy that's sitting in the counter right now. And I may, depending on how easy that is, I'm going to look around work. If I have a secure spot I can put that at work, then I may use that one at work and use the big one here. Just, I'm not necessarily going to need two of them here. Because that'd be good, because then I could skip the coffee run in the morning. So yeah, again, appreciative. I still haven't used the milk yet, but I haven't had an opportunity to. What color is the first one? Black. Nothing beats G1 Transformers or first generation, aka the original Transformers pre-1986. And that is absolutely correct, Redneck Atheist. I can love OG. I had a lot of OG Transformers when I was growing up. The red one is better coffee. Oh, I'll let you know. Don't even sweat it. Like we're good. Like I'll rock it from there, and we'll go from there. Muppets. Yeah, I actually have the physical collection of just about not some of the newer ones, but most of the older Muppet movies and the old Muppet Show. I have the DVD collection of the Muppet Show. That's for each episode, Jim Henson's son gives like a little blurb about it. Ugh. Brian Antoine says somewhere around 75 episodes was when the actors earned residual payments, so a lot of shows died before their time. That would explain that. They spun it off as, well, everyone that was watching it in the beginning isn't watching it anymore because they grew up. It's like, right, but there's a lot of other people that didn't grow up, because goddamn well Cartoon Network has a large percentage of adult viewers, like me when I had it. And like, what, you don't think you pick up additional fans along the way? Like Kids Next Door, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Laboratory, as well as Cow and Chicken, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Fucking Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Kids Next Door, if I didn't say that already. Like, that was the super fucking golden era of Cartoon Network. Like, everybody was watching Cartoon Network. And then within a year, they slayed every fucking one of them things, and people were just like, yeah, whatever. Like, and like, shit just kind of, all of Cartoon Network just kind of went down. Yeah, Pinking in the Brain, Animaniacs. They weren't on Cartoon Network, but that's still, like, we watched fucking Animaniacs a couple months ago on movie night. I love Billy and Mandy. I had electric blue crayfish, like pet crayfish, and they were Billy and Mandy. And then the had a pleco in there, like, one of the glass sucker fish. Had a pleco in there that was named Grim. Ed, Ed and Eddie was good. It was funny. Like, you go back and watch it now, like, some of the humor is a little off. Not like bad, just a little like but it still was fucking funny. And Foster's Home for Imaginary Children, that are always, oh yeah, Samurai Jack. Thank you, Mr. Phil. I know I was gonna forget something. Yeah, Samurai Jack was really good. Apparently when it came back out not too long ago, it was also pretty good. I have all of those. I just haven't watched the newer one yet. Mm. What was the show tied to Muppets? You think it started with an F? A show tied to Muppets that's some other show? I have no idea. You out there, Franco? You got Franco's out. Get some rest. No cartwheels. Yeah, wait to do cartwheels next week or tomorrow. Fraggle Rock. Oh, fucking Fraggle Rock. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, everyone's got it. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I have physical copies of Fraggle Rock on fucking DVD as well. I love fucking Fraggle. Down at Fraggle Rock. Down at Fraggle Rock. I fucking love Fraggle Rock. Fucking Babies. That's a good. Like, Jim Henson really, he didn't really do much that was bad. I don't know. He didn't really have flops. I don't think. What was it? The Dark Crystal. That was kind of. I feel like that was probably one of his lower making, like, quality movies or like hit movies or whatever. But yeah. Top of the hour toast. Here's a toast to the Henson people for the good, as far as I know, that they have done. So cheers. The pole position cartoon was loosely based on the video game series. They licensed the name. Okay. Let me check something here. Something feels off. Hold on a second. Oh, that is what's off. Shit, how did I fuck that up? I was supposed to do Pussies and Pianos at like 6:35, not 7:05. God damn. Well, I got a bunch of Wallace and Gromit stuff too. All right, so let's do the Pussies and Pianos. Put that there. So yeah, in case you joined late, I ran out of Gucci food. So what I ended up doing was taking some of their regular treats, their Temptations, and mixing it with a bunch of Gucci tubes to make a paste of sorts, and it's pre-plated. So you'll see me walk by and then come back with the plates and just set them right down. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. What am I doing? There we go. I knew something felt weird with timing today. I don't know why I was thinking 7:05. My bad. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to that. The volume should be good, and we'll have two from Rob. This is Fly Me to the Moon, and then we have Hookzart, which is one we played a few weeks ago, but it's a good one, so we're going to rock it again. So, here we go with this, and I'll be right back. Well, you'll see me come back with the homemade cat treats. I hope it goes well. Oh, and I put a blop on top of them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a conglomeration of a bunch of cat treats in one. So anyway, here we go. seem very enthusiastic. That's two from Rob. Much appreciated, as always. And yes, I realize my Yelp rating is about to get negative bombed. Guess that didn't work out. Oh well. I'll just make sure to give them extra treats later. Yeah, I just I'm like, all right, let me just sprinkle some treats down because obviously not going well. Did I miss Paul Norman's Good Evening, Scrufdog Gang? Hope all is well. Did I miss that? Was that running my mouth? No idea. Don't remember. But yeah, that obviously didn't go over very well. Won't be trying that one again. I mean, a couple of them are eating, they're kind of nibbling at it a little bit. I guess they're warming up to it, but I'm not going to leave the camera on them like all night waiting for them to eat it also. Oh yeah, they have no access to my shoes. Yeah, keep that. Yeah, that's been a habit even for quite some time because yes, I've woken up with barf in my shoes. Whether it was intentional, whether it was intentional or not, I don't know. But no, they can't get to me while I sleep, so. Are class reunions a big thing in the UK? Asks Lock Watcher. No idea. We, apparently my class tried to have a couple reunions. I don't know that any of them worked out. I think maybe, did I go to one of them? Yeah, I don't even remember. Let's see, class reunion. I love that. Like, where was I typing? I love when I start typing on the wrong keyboard and it's like, what did I do? What's going on? All right, let's see. Class reunions. Invited. Didn't go. Never had one. Ah, crap. Hold on. Stupid fuck. Dumbass. Alright, try that again. That was my fault. Class reunions. Watch the cats kind of eat their Gucci food. Let's see. Trying to get invited. Didn't go. Never had one. Like, that your class just never had a reunion. Went. Had fun. Went. Waste of time. Burp. Alright. I know my class tried to put one together. I don't know if it actually I don't think I went to one. So long ago. It's if I did go to one, it obviously wasn't that interesting. Knight Rider is a cheaper hobby than Airwolf. Yeah. A Trans Am is cheaper than a Bell 222. I don't know about that Trans Am, but it might be close. You think they can't get to you while you sleep? No, they've tried. There are specific countermeasures in place to make sure I get to sleep when I need to sleep. Spaz didn't seem to mind it too much. Lee got some of it. Ronnie's experimenting. But yeah, they all look confused, but I mean, that's just because it's different than what they're used to having. But I will get that sorted out. Boozle, I don't think I was invited. I wonder why. Yeah, I don't know if they may have given up on me by now too. Who knows? I don't really care. Like, I don't see the point. Alright, we'll go ahead and switch on back. I think they're pretty much just about done there. But yeah, I mean, kind of look at it this way. If I wanted to talk to you, I probably would have sorted it out, especially with social media. There's really no point in class reunions. I guess. I don't know. The cats have been watching Scum. They know how to pick locks. Is that a keyed lock? I forget what kind of lock that may actually be a keyed lock on my bedroom door. It's they don't know how to use keyboards though, so as long as there's no keyboard attached to my door, I don't think they'll be able to pick the lock. And that's only if they can. Well, I mean, shit. I actually have a red screwdriver downstairs, and I got a yellow right here. So if they can get to it, let's see. There's no bobby pins in the house, but there's fucking literally advanced lockpicks in the house. So yeah, that could actually go pretty bad if they've been paying enough attention. Airwolf sold and then crashed. Really? I did not know that. I watched Airwolf not sometime this year. I watched some Airwolf. Crasher says, if the apocalypse happens, surviving cats will feast on us, I expected. Vice versa, unlike dogs. Yeah, apparently dogs will just guard our dead bodies while the cats will just kind of eat us. But as far as I know, I do kind of feel that, I know for a fact that cats are our alien overlords. They're merely here to observe us and let us be can openers. But I do feel that they may just simply be farming us to later come down and just eat us all. That's why they lick us. They're not necessarily showing affection. They're just making sure the recipe's working out right and the flavoring's good. That we may even be holding it up. They may be trying to get us to a certain flavor and a certain marinade, but we change our diet so much through the years with different fads and shit that they just may not be able to keep up with it. So we just may not be the right flavor yet. It really may be the only holdup. So we have 59% never had one, which seems that's probably pretty normal. I expected that to be a lot. Invited and didn't go is another 30-some%. I expected those two to be pretty high. And 5% went and actually had a good time. All right. I wouldn't expect my class to even bother trying again, but who knows? Maybe if for some reason they do. I remember the Airwolf that was shown at air shows. I feel like they had like 3 of them. Seemed like a lot of places they had, like a lot of shows, they had like 3 of everything. Tiny Mama might crank the door. Yeah, Tiny Mama she'll just bulldoze that thing. She's tiny tank for a reason. Airwolf season 4 should never have been a thing. Don't know what happened in season 4, but I will look. There's 3 kits left. Is there 3 kits? I know they had to go through a bunch of them. That seems about right. There might be 3 of them left. Airwolf season 4 filmed and made in Canada. It's been so long since I've like watched enough to recognize any kind of difference in my head of episodes. I'd have to actually go back and look to see what the difference was, besides it being made in Canada. I guess everyone's in it. That was when it got cheap. Gotcha. We might be a fatty prime rib to your cats after that meal. I think they'll be okay. I'll when I get some Gucci food on Monday, I'll just give them some. I'll give them some extra Gucci then. They'll be all right. I did think that would go over a little bit better, but oh well. Worth a shot. But it's probably just because they're not used to it. That's all right. They can still find me next year. Will be my 50th year reunion, says Brian Antoine. Might be the only one I go to just to see if those idiots where those idiots ended up. Yeah, at this point I wouldn't. It's been quite long enough. I'd be kind of curious to see what, really just to see who's still alive, not even where they ended up, just see who's still breathing. Oh, it's 4:20 somewhere. I think that's the first one I've called this tonight. So happy 4:20, everybody. Take a sip, take a shot, take a puff, take a smoke. Do something. Yeah, it wasn't Gucci food. It was goofy food. There, Fixer. Nice, nice. Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, the proper Dukes of Hazzard. Oh. Let's see. We got that. We got the moon buggy stuff. I think we're all caught up on everything. Wish I had more. I don't even know where my weed is to even grind up more. I think it's behind me somewhere. I'll deal with that later. We got about 40 minutes left here. Funny, isn't it? The people who were going places failed, ended up with and I ended up with a treat. Oh yeah. I always figured I'd be doing something other than what I'm doing. I guess. Like, I figured I'd be doing something with electronics. I just didn't think I'd be working on fucking heavy machinery and shit. But, yeah, you know. That works. The cats are a Kardashiv 3 civilization. Best not to anger them. I feel like I should know what that means. They're Admiral Rascals. Is that a Star Trek thing? Airwolf Season 4 was recorded on videotaped and used a lot of B-roll footage from earlier series, as did Season 3. They did well with what they had to work with. Ah, okay. How about a favorite sci-fi show not including Star Trek? Well, yeah, that probably be top one. You'd have to give me some. I know there's a million different ones, but if somebody start throwing out some sci-fi shows they like, we can do that. So class reunions, never had one. Bunch were invited but didn't go. I guess I think I fall under. I don't think I went to a class reunion. And then we went and had fun. So some people actually went and had a good time. Kardashev types are how much energy you can use as a civilization, planet, whole sun, whole galaxy. Oh, okay. What was the film? The kid stole a stealth plane. Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I forget. Stargate, Babylon 5, Farscape, Buck Rogers, Lost in Space. There's a lot of heavy hitters to put in 4 slots there. See, Buck Rogers, Lost in Space, those are huge ones from way back in the day. But Stargate, Babylon, and Farscape are also more modern heavy hitters. Firefly, I didn't really catch much, so I don't know how popular that was. So, oh, I don't know. Let's see here. Of these, yeah, wrong keyboard. Am I still broadcast? Okay. Of these, if these, of these, of these. So let's see here. We'll do one classic. We'll do Buck Rogers. I watched that when I was a kid. I didn't watch a whole lot of Lost in Space here and there, here and there. X-Files, monumental one. Okay, X-Files, slightly newer. And from there, we're going to go with Stargate. That's I hear more people talk about that than other stuff. And okay, if we're skipping that, then yeah, okay, let's do what for a fourth one? There we go. So we'll put something in that's a show. I guess it's probably canceled by now. The Orville. So we got old, not so old, newer, sort of newer, and then new as fuck. Because I know the Orville had a pretty big following as well. Stargate was the best with Richard Dean Anderson. Yeah, Richard Dean Anderson was pretty much good in whatever he did. I have the physical DVD collection of MacGyver. The Invaders, Roy Thinned. Quinn Martin production. Not a clue. Lex is that, I'm guessing, DC? Like a Lex Luthor thing? The X-Files was a documentary, not a show. Yeah, well, that's, that could be absolutely true. You downloaded The Invaders recently. I feel like I've heard of that. Oh, I watched Mousetrap, the movie The Mousetrap. That was the, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey-esque movie where Steamboat Willie, the original iteration of Mickey Mouse, has lost its copyright protection. So anybody can use Steamboat Willie for anything they want. Like, they can use Steamboat Willie, pictures of Steamboat Willie, and sell t-shirts on fucking Temu and make profit off of it. Is the original, but only the original iteration of Mickey Mouse, the Steamboat Willie version. Anything else, they'll fucking slam it down on you. Anyway, I watched The Mousetrap, which is Mickey Mouse-ish. Guy loses his fucking brain, puts a Mickey Mouse mask on, and starts murdering people. Pretty good. Not too bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. Meme Jeff's Willie sometimes toots like a steamboat. I mean, if it's intermittent, that's okay, but if it's really turned into a regular thing, you may want to have that sorted. Deldic Engine, a tough between Buck Rogers and the Orville. I watched the Orville. Man, there just wasn't enough time. Like, I started watching it after or as the last season was finishing up, and like I couldn't watch it quick enough. It was an amazing fucking show. Yeah, there's just a lot of old classic sci-fi stuff. Like we'd never be able to fit it all in a poll. Though I do I like 4 is okay, but I really wish that they could do like 5 or 6. I feel like that would add a lot of, like, just 5 or 6 options would add, it's a weird word to use, I know, but more diversity, more, just, I mean, obviously just more selection, but I just feel like it'll be a little bit better than just 4. I can't imagine it would be so taxing on the system. Let's see, what do we got so far? We have X-Files at 41%, Stargate at 28. Well, I figured Stargate would be a little higher. Buck Rogers at 19, and The Orville at 12. Not bad, not bad. Daryl is the film I was thinking. Is that the stealth one? Or did you ask about the stealth movie? I don't know where it is. TJ. That's a blast from the past. Remember that movie? Don't remember much about it. I kind of remember Daryl. I think I watched that. I don't know that I've watched it since, obviously not in at least the past 25, 30 years. Do you use the phrase steamboats to describe being drunk in the U.S.? I've never heard that in relation to being drunk, top smoke. At least, so I would say at least not on the East Coast, not that I've heard anywhere else or heard of. A star door in brackets like basketball. We've done that, Mr. Phil. We did that with Legos once. We had 8 contestants that we bracketed down. I think that's I think that's how Johnny 5 was picked, wasn't it? Or was it the one before Johnny 5? But no, one of them we bracketed down. God, maybe it was the bomber. God. Delta has both seasons of Buck Rogers on Blu-ray. I might have them in my collection. The numbers of entries in a poll should be host definable. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm sure there's some reason for limits is something, at least at the very least, so it doesn't fill up the whole chat screen if like someone doesn't know how to minimize it. Like everybody yelled at me on Clive's Twitch stream when I pin a link on there. Apparently it blocks a bunch of things when all you got to do is just tap a button. But it is annoying that it doesn't, like, I guess, go away by itself on the Twitch app. I don't know. But yeah, I would at least be nice to have just a couple more. How many different names do you have, Jackson? Camping with my dad right now. Well, tell hey buddy, tell him Scruff said, what's up, hey buddy, how's it going? Hey buddy. That's cool. Good to talk to you, Jackson. Hope you're having fun. Seems like this weekend was, there's a lot of people camping this weekend that I know of. Like, both like that I've seen on YouTube and like in real life and just heard. Like, apparently it's just a busy weekend for camping. It's like you get the first few weeks of school and it's like, all right, we need to get the fuck out of here for a minute. I wish my back is slowly getting better. So I may have to, I may revisit the hammock thing, maybe make some adjustments on different heights and angles to help get me back in a hammock. Because even if it's chilly outside, I don't mind going because I have insulators. I have under blankets or whatever you call them. I forget, for the hammocks to help insulate. And then you just throw a blanket on top of you and you can stay pretty warm in a hammock even in the winter. Which is also nice because you don't have to worry about a bunch of people competing for like places in the summer and you don't have to worry about goddamn mosquitoes. You can just chill in your hammock, have a nice winter nap, make a big fire in the fucking little fireplace thing there, cook your food. Just make sure, the night before you roam the neighborhood, find small child, do your thing, get them ready to put on the grill the next day. Yeah, you want to kind of keep it fresh. You don't really want to freeze your meat. And that expression works in so many different ways. Quantum Leap was amazing. Yeah, Quantum Leap, that was another really good one. At least the first couple seasons were. Kind of got a little, some of the episodes got a little okay after a while, but all right, so right now we got, I'm going to end the poll here in a moment. We got X-Files at 38, Stargate at 30, Buck Rogers at 19, and the Orville at 14%. Which seasoning? Yeah, see, I ain't even going to try and put that in the 4. Like, there's just no way. Or are you asking that for something else? Because if you meant that for a poll, that's a little tough. I mean, I would just say Old Bay, because Old Bay is salt, pepper, and flavor all in one deal. That, and it's cool when you can walk into the place and watch it being placed into the cans on the fucking factory line and be like, yep, I'm going to be buying one of you next week. Actually, I think I have some McCormick Cajun seasoning in the cabinet. I definitely have some McCormick cinnamon and sugar. Like I've said before in previous streams, the McCormick's cinnamon and sugar blend, when you can find it, is like the perfect fucking ratio for cinnamon toast. Oh, and I still haven't tried the Cats with Johnny 5. I gotta record that. I gotta get that going. See what happens if he survives or if they just roll or what. Do the cats like Old Bay? I don't know. I wouldn't give them that just because it's so much salt. Like, you really don't want to give them a lot of salty stuff. And there's just I don't know if there's anything in it that they'd be allergic to. So I don't do anything seasoning wise for them. And I've never had to like make food for them. Like, no one's been sick to the point where I've had to do chicken and rice. But I mean, if I have to, I have to. That's fine. I actually have rice here for that. And I usually have frozen chicken for myself, so it wouldn't be that big a deal. If you watch the space scenes in Star Wars, it is so believable, in some ways more believable than modern CGI. Yeah, it helps because a lot of the older ones, they either did all or nothing. They didn't try to always mix the scenes. But, I mean, Lucasfilm has always been pretty ahead of the curve as far as effects and such go. Baby back ribs. Haven't had ribs in a while. I should probably make some. Can't imagine how much that shit costs nowadays. God. Oh, that, and when you're any one dude sitting here making a whole, I'd have to see if I could find a half rack that was still in good quality. I mean, they're good leftover, but fucking amazing. Like the ribs I make, when you take them out, you just grab a bone, you just pick it up, and the bone just, like, there's hardly, I don't know there's any resistance. The bone just picks up and you put the bone away. You grab the next bone, just pick it up, put it away. It's just, onions and tomato sauce. That citric acid works fucking wonders on ribs, when you slow cook ribs. That citric acid really does a good job on that meat. Love that tender meat. Who got a go on Carrie first, Lucas or Harrison? Who knows? And you'll never find out. Why did my phone go rip rip? Apparently, every once in a while, I've noticed I've been. Might be the power supply. Oh, okay. I got a text about the a computer. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll plug that back in, and if it gets dumb, then just get another one. I mean, a cheap 1080p monitor I mean, like I said, that's basically for chat or looking at temperatures. So it'll just be, I'll probably go to Micro Center because I want to replace this mouse pad because I need something bigger for lock picking in Scum, and I want something with a detached thing. Like, basically, I'm gonna have to measure this one and see if I can get one that's like that long, like the old one I used to have. Cause it's like it's just a thick chunker. See what I mean? That's not great. It's not optimal for gaming. But yeah, so I may end up going to Micro Center if I need be. and replace that if it's still acting, if it acts stupid when I plug it in. Oh shit, we're at X-Files and Stargate are even at 36%. We're gonna need a tiebreaker on that before I can end the poll. That's kind of where I thought it may actually end up. Linus Tech Tips has a massive mouse pad. Yeah, a lot of people have. I mean, I have this one next to it that I also use. Hold on, let me move this, move my vape stuff. Like, I've got this one. And this came with a video card. And you can see, let me grab this one. It's pretty good size. But, I think I want, like, I don't want a mat for the keyboard, but I want, like, it'll probably end up being almost a 24-inch wide mouse pad. And just have one solid mouse pad across the table. I think that'll make it easier for going back and forth between the different mice as well for the two different systems. Hold on, let me pull this stuff back. All right. But now I actually need to take measurements and go to Micro Center. Because, you know, like we all know, it's one thing when you order online, it has a dimension, then it shows up and it's not quite what you were looking for. So I'd rather get some dimensions and go get a min and max. Go there, see what I can come up with, and get all this sorted out. Like, this isn't a bad setup, but it could be better. TJ is jealous that I have a Micro Center. I do. I'm sorry to hear that you don't have easy access to one, but I do understand your jealousy, because I actually have two that aren't too far, because I got the one that's it's 15-minute drive, and then I have another one that's about an hour away down in Rockville. But everything seems to be at the Parkville store for the most, you know, whatever. X-Files versus Stargate. Oh, we had 2 more people vote, and we're still stuck at tied. All right. Well, that's going over well. No, last time I was there was when I bought parts for the gaming PC. Oh no, it's when I bought the Elgato. Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, it was when I bought parts for the studio PC. It's when I bought the Elgato 4KX capture USB capture card. That's when I met the. I guess I think I mentioned this before. I'm sure at least some of you have heard of iRacing, like the online. Like, holy shit! Like, people in iRacing are so good. There's a dude in NASCAR that trained on iRacing, was so good on iRacing, they put him in a NASCAR with almost no training, and he did just as good as everybody else, or at least close, you know what I mean? But the Micro Center by my house that I work, or that I work at, the Micro Center by my house, the number 5 ranked person in the world for iRacing works there. So it's like, if you're into racing, you know where to go. There, we got something else here from Little Jim. Second desk for filming and repairs finally installed, so hopefully more videos incoming. Oh, okay. Did you want me to show that, or are you just letting me know? It's just a picture of a desk. I don't know. But no, that's good. Get another desk going. Get your, so you can get your channel rocking out once again now that the things are going better. Most films are westerns or World War II war films. Star Wars is a World War II film. Yeah, pretty much. I actually heard that. I've heard a similar theory to that before, though. Top Smoke. All right. We got X-Files ahead. I'm going to go ahead and kill it before that gets messed up. So at the end of the day, X-Files is at 36%, Stargate at 34%, Buck Rogers at 15%, and the Orville at a 13%. Okay, I'll go ahead to that one. This is the beginning of Little Jim's newish setup coming together. It's a nice looking desk. my next setup, I'm just gonna probably custom build it again. Like I'll probably order the exact same legs off of Amazon for the L piece that I'm gonna add to it. Cause like if it fucking works, it works, you know what I mean? I may even see if I have enough plywood. There's a chance I still have plywood outside I can use for it too. Don't know how much I have left of that plywood though. But we'll see. I need to start investigating some of that stuff so that I can hopefully move everything in by Christmas. I think getting the room cleared out won't be too bad. That should only take a couple days of just basically it's just humping shit downstairs into the new work into the new workshop. Vacuuming and then just taking measurements. Mostly to see how far up I want the desk to have more room behind me. Well, that and the fact that, you won't have a wall where we at here. That'll be more, sideways for more display stuff. Because otherwise, if you put a shelf in here, there just wouldn't be fit. And the same thing on this side. I'm going to make sure that there's no wall visible on the side so that it's all, well, if possible, so that it's all like display-ish stuff so that we can put all the cool channel stuff that you've sent or that we've built and the Legos and things like that can all go behind me. I want you to live stream from progressively more unfinished spaces. I don't know that I'd be able to move shit back and forth to do that. That would be a horrible amount of time to try and sort out. Kevin, I'm sure I can get a little cage going for Kevin. That wouldn't be that big a deal once he gets over here. There's enough room for a mini fridge under there. Under where? Like under here? Like I probably will have a little, I don't know that it'll necessarily be on camera, but somewhere in there I'll probably have the espresso machine and I will end up getting another mini fridge because both of mine are finally kicked the bucket after one is or was fucking almost 30 years old and the other one was I guess 15. That's after putting Freon in both of them at least 2 or 3 times over the years. Because, once they first start to go, like, I found the one leak, sweated it, took care of it, found the other leak, sweated it, but they just get to the point where they just weren't really doing much. Got too much of a pain in the ass to try and keep them running. Yeah, phone booth came out pretty good there, Jeff. And then the lighting kit, we got the brick bling lighting kit, like aftermarket lighting kit for it. And that was a really good build. That was fun. The like genuine Lego builds using genuine Lego instructions are super fun. Johnny 5 was a fun build as well. Even though it was still a hunt and peck for the pieces, it wasn't too bad. And for the most part, everything came out okay. Those motors seem a little stressed from all the cantilevering they're doing with the weight, but that's why I just don't mess with it too much because I don't want to just blow the motors out after a few minutes of derping around. The egg? What? Wait. What about an egg eating challenge? I eat 3 eggs in the morning. Does that count as a challenge? Rasher, my LG fridge is 19 years old, still works great. Yeah, my fridge had issues with, it dealt with general stupidity of people. But yeah, mine was pretty old before I started having to deal with issues on it. The fridge in the kitchen is about 10 years old, I'd say, and that's doing fine. That's an LG. It's one of them with like the big drawer in the bottom and then the 2 things up front. Like it's way oversized for what I need now. Like I could use the big ass freezer, but as far as the fridge goes, like there's not a whole lot in the fridge. I may, if that thing ever goes, I'll probably end up getting a large, cube fridge. Like how they got the cubes, and then they got the one that's like a cube and a half. Like I'll probably end up getting like a cube and a half fridge and just like my chest freezer. because most of my food is frozen. I don't keep a lot in the fridge except for like some orange juice and some sauces, chocolate chips, creamer, milk, butter, cheese, bacon, eggs. Like it's pretty empty in there. So I don't need a big ass fridge, but I do need a big ass freezer. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I'm not like, and that's the other thing. If you own a house and you know you're going to be in that house for a while, like make sure when you buy stuff you don't think, whoa, what would the next people like if I get rid of this fridge and just put a fucking college fridge and a little chest freeze in there? Yeah, I don't care about the next people that buy the house in fucking 20, 30 years or tomorrow after I fucking like get hit by a meteor in the fucking head. I don't give a fuck about the next people in this house because it's my house. I'm paying the money for it right now. And any older house like this is going to get completely renovated anyway once it's sold. So just keep in mind, you're paying the money for your house. Do what the fuck you want to do with it as long as it's, within code. But Jesus Christ, whenever you're working on your house, don't worry about the next person because you know what? They ain't fucking worried about you. Anyway. There you go, Christian. Fuck the next people. A home is not an investment, it's a home. Exactly. Make it yours. That's why this wall exists. Because I don't give a fuck if the next people want a dining room instead of a office, soon to be cat room. This is what I needed for right now, and it worked fucking great. And it still works great. And it'll work great as a cat room. Booby trap the yeah. Start putting booby traps all over the house. Hey, what's in here? We got Electron Box sending in a few pictures. Needed a housing for a crappy ESP32 cam to remote monitor my CNC mill. Works a treat with minimalist Arduino code. Need a Cochrane filter. Ooh, need a filter for the window. All right, let's see here. That there, put that. Yep. Cat room needs a sign that says cat house. Professional cat house. Like, it's going to be pretty busy in here for him. I mean, it's going to have the litter box in here too, but that'll be in a corner. Then the rest of it will be for them to do. So it'll be nice to get the cat box away from where it is now because it's just kind of in the way. Yeah, this is from Electron Box. Little housing. It looks like you milled it out for the ESP32 with is that a camera module? Yep, on it. Looks good. That's a nice fit. Almost looks like a trail camera. Oh, that's the little screen. Oh, yeah, a little acrylic screen for it. Or acrylic? Needed to put a cock in. Oh, little filter. Oop. That's cool. Good project. That looks good. I'm guessing that's pretty much as well, quote, waterproof, watertight kind of thing going on there. Hey, what we haven't really talked about pancakes much. Oh, Lock Watcher, you're no pancakes on the phone. Still hoping Scruff can try crab help. It is still on the list. Guess I need to actually get to the store. Well, actually, I got to get cat Gucci food, so that might be the time to get crab because it is getting. Well, actually, it's right in the middle of a good crab season, so prices should be good. All right, let me put this on here. Let me make sure I emphasize. Good word. Good word. That it's time to do the crab thing because it is now in season, as it were. Why is Twitch fucking stream still here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Crab meat for tuna helper. Alright, let me put that in seafood. Because right now it's in categorized so that it sits at the top. But I can put that. Where is seafood? Why is there no seafood section in here? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, It's seafood. I know seafood is part of deli, unless it's like deli and seafood. Just deli. All right, I guess I'll just put it under deli. All right. So now that that's under an official category, I'll actually probably pay a little more attention to it. Then I'll remember to get my applesauce, my pickles, cat Gucci food, pretzels, some snacks, some burgers, some White Castle, some chicken snacks, get some salsa. Is Chippy out? Be good to each other. We will be a good Chippy. Have a good night. Tell my girl I said good night. Hope she's doing all right. I left a giant treasure map written on the floor under my tile. Says Blockwatcher. There you go. I have thought about doing something weird like that, leaving okay, Ed's playing the game. All right. Leaving like a weird clue thing, like almost like a quest, and it just leads to like the dumbest fucking thing. Like, I don't know. Like, it leads to like a fucking like clip holding like a G.I. Joe with like a tiny 3D printed dildo sticking out of his head like a unicorn. Like, you have found your quest after weeks of searching and finding my clues. Just as like a final fuck you to everybody. Fuck you, but not so much of a fuck you. Kind of a fuck you. Tell her the scary clown man wants a hug. Kind of scary clown man. Try not to eat too many people. Not old people, anyway. I have one of those ESP2 camera modules next door. Going to use the SD card as a keylogger. There you go. I have some ESP32s kicking around. They're not like sitting by themselves. They're in old tracker modules that could be repurposed since the modules themselves are junk, but the ESP32s are fine. You want me to attach an ESP32 to the cats? I don't know if that's gonna work, Christian Harold. I don't quite know that Neuralink will run off the simplicity of an ESP32 even for a cat. But I mean, if you want to try on a cat and let us know, like, maybe we can be stage 2 over here. Oh, ESP cam. Okay. Wait, a camera to a cat? I've seen a lot of people do that. They'll put little cameras on their collars, but my cats don't have collars and they don't go anywhere. You basically just see their chin of them sleeping all the time. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have a start stream button now. I have a stop stream button too, but I guess I can trust that. Well, actually, it worked last time, didn't it? Oh, okay. I'll have to stop I'll try to stop the stream with the stop stream button again. We'll see what happens. Talking about scary clowns, says Clue. Pennywise was terrifying in the 1990 movie. Alright. Oh, I have no idea where I'd even find that picture. Let me see something. Let's take a quick look here. Hold on there, folks. Let's take a quick look here. It's almost 8 o'clock. Let me do... Oh, nope. No, you're not going to find that. Nah, like, yeah. As far as Pennywise goes, yeah, Pennywise has been sitting in the passenger seat of my van for over 3 years at this point. Like an inflatable one. He just like sits there with big head and everything, just rocking it. He's based on the newer Pennywise, not the classic Tim Curry one. But it's just fine because it still scares the shit out of people if they're not expecting it, especially if it's like June and they walk by and they just see this fucking clown. They're like, Jesus! And then they just start laughing. But yeah, Pennywise, me and Pennywise are homies. We've been riding together for quite some time. How is the backup Pennywise? Yes, the backup Pennywise, I believe. No, actually, I believe they're upstairs now in the slightly more climate-controlled upstairs storage room. I believe. Boink. I found Doom maps for Minecraft. I'm going to try next week, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Oh, hell yeah, that'd be cool. Run around Doom when through Minecraft. That'd be interesting to try. They do not move around on their own, do they, Christian? No, this one, it just inflates and the fan just sits there. From the quote factory, it's got a light that kind of lights its head up, but mine started flashing, even though it's not supposed to flash, so I just cut it out, because that was kind of annoying in the winter with this big, bright fucking clown next to you when you're trying to drive. It would kind of glare off the windshield, so now he's just dark. Which works well anyway, because especially in the winter, in the morning when it's dark, you'll see people kind of like, out of the corner of my eye, I'll see them kind of looking, and then you'll drive past a street light that lights them up with that quick flash, and you'll see them fucking jump. Nah, we're not riding with Pennywise and Christine. I call the work van, I just call it Big and Ugly. Like, I have the Ford app thing because it's got the built-in free remote start, and it's known in the app as Big and Ugly. And yeah, top of the hour toast, everybody. We'll be heading off of here in a few minutes. But yeah, appreciate everyone sticking around for this long. If that's the voltage regulator. You hear that? Yeah, this is a variable voltage. That must be the voltage regulator. I wonder if you can hear that in this one. This is also a variable voltage one. Yes, indeed. That's cool. Yep, a little bit about PW. This one's a lot higher frequency than this one, though. That's interesting. Some of my cheap Chinese power banks hum slightly, says Meme Jeff. I've noticed actually some stuff when I plug into the really cheap ones, you can get a weird noise out of them. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not going to hang my spare Pennywise from a local traffic light because then I'll lose him. It was like $20. I'm not going to destroy my Pennywise. Yeah, maybe he was trying to communicate, but I wasn't worried about it. Electronic. The RON 32 chips are just over $1 or a pound, sorry, from AliExpress. Worth getting the programmer with pounds for £3. That's not bad. I don't really know anything about all that coding stuff though, so I figure that's something if I ever need something simple, stupid done, or I guess more complex, I would start with like Subsonic Subaru or some of y'all homies, or go to like, I guess you can get little things done on like Fiverr. Whatever. Like, isn't Fiverr.com? That's like, I keep hearing about it. That's where you can go, like, where you can just like go request like little things like, hey, draw me a picture of a unicorn with a big floppy donkey dick coming out of its head. And like someone go, yeah, I'll do it for $5, or like you say $10 or something like that. Yeah, like freelancy stuff. I almost feel like at some point I might try it just to fucking, I mean, not necessarily the unicorn donkey thing, but maybe sometimes it just might, like the first time when I first started hearing about Fiverr, I kind of wondered what it would be like to take my logo and try to stylize, like 3D-ish it, which I'm sure there's software to do that. But I'm like not worried about it because I have no real use for it being in 3D. But I guess that's one of the things like everybody wonders, oh, I wonder what that would look like kind of thing. But I'm not trying to figure it out. But I figure Fiverr would probably be a thing that someone could probably do that for pretty cheap. No idea. But yeah, I figure, but just, I don't know, I just brought it up, but it seems like an interesting option that I keep hearing more about, so I'm pretty, it just solidifies the legitimacy of it, I suppose, would be the way to put it. But, never too old for Lego. What's going on? You showed up just as I was about to sign off. Either way, appreciate you stopping around. As you can imagine, never too old to Lego, or never too old for Lego, tends to hang out on the Wednesday streams. When I first popped in. ChatGPT has transformed programming, says Top Smoke. Speeds up the time to program stuff by 10 times, plus depending on what you're doing. Yeah, I've heard it does help as long as you're paying attention, because I've also heard that it can come up with some, like, holy what the fuck stuff, too. But I suppose that also depends on which version of ChatGPT. Like, I'm sure using 4 or whatever the commercial one is a lot better than the publicly available 3. I guess that's where we're at. Like twice I've gotten bored. I went on ChatGPT and I tried to conversate with it, tried to come up with something that make a conversation with, and I just couldn't get anything to flow. It's just too generic, I guess. But I mean, other AI things might be better. Tonight I am, when I get off of here, I'm going to go put a baked potato in. I did remember to get potatoes last time, so I'm going to have my big ass baked potato with a shitload of, I have cheddar mozzarella blend, it's cheddar mozzarella and pepper jack blend. I'll put, well, it's like first I'm going to put a large quantity of butter. Like one of these days I'll have to do a cooking with. I know I just haven't gotten around to it. I gotta get some shit sorted out around here. But I'll do a cooking with scruff with my baked potatoes, and you'll see how fucking ridiculous it is, the amount of butter I put on there. Like, it is pretty good. But do that, then the cheese blend, and then the bacon bits that's actually bacon and not textured vegetable protein, which is what, like, your imitation bacon bits. It's basically just salt flavored textured vegetable protein that's colored brown. But anyway, yeah, your cheese, your bacon bits, put it back in the oven, cook it, melt it, cooks the bacon a little bit, warms it up, fucking beautiful. A little bit of fucking fresh pepper on that bitch. Yeah. Never tell I'm a newbie. It's fine. Everybody's along on there. Everyone's at a different spot in their journey of everything or anything. A stoned ChatGPT would interact with you well, Scrufdog, says Rasher. Yeah, well, I was stoned when I tried to interact with it, but not so stoned that I couldn't, like, try to initiate intelligent conversation, and it just, I don't know, maybe, I know some of the stuff I was asking was, like, electrical, like, referencey stuff that would seem like it was technical, so it should have been more of a reference. But it didn't seem to do well with that either. So I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't just take a picture of it, Famla. It's going to have to be some sort of video because, as you go, like, it melts. Like, a bunch of it melts and I'm still going and it just keeps melting as I'm going. It also takes, like, a lot of time to get all the butter on there. But yeah, I'll be doing that. I'll have a quick snack. I just finished these during the break. pretty good. Still so many cookies here. Like we're okay. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll get out of here. I have some macaroni and potato salad I bought from Weiss, the local supermarket in-store stuff. Go take a couple bites of that. So we're just super carbing it tonight. And then I'll eat that, which will, I'll have some bacon on it, so at least it's got some protein. And later tonight, I'll probably have one of the melted cheesy, spicy chicken, pepper jack cheese, and half a pita microwave deal things. Skin on or scoop out the, oh no, I eat the whole motherfucking thing, Brian Antoine. I eat the ass. No, I eat the, when I was growing up, I never eat the skin. And then I went to that was the first time I went to an Outback Steakhouse when they were like super big in the 80s, like me and the parents. And we went for a family thing at the new Outback. And then I got to eat a baked potato skin that was like, holy shit, because that's how I make them now. Like it had the fucking, I guess it was probably Montreal steak seasoning. That's what a lot of places use. But the crispy skin with the Montreal, like the salts and the skin's almost a crust. And the potato itself was so much fucking softer than what I was used to, because I guess they just didn't cook them long enough. But after that, I started eating the skins on properly prepared potatoes. And then I slowly got used to just eating the whole thing anyway, because then I would just put more butter on to compensate for a boring skin, I guess. And now when I make them, I put a shitload of butter and Montreal steak seasoning in there, wrap it in foil, turn it once while it's cooking, and that just builds a salty, fucking seasoned, peppery crust on the skin when you bake it for an hour and 10 minutes at 450 degrees. And it is fucking delicious. God damn. All right. We all need to go eat something now at this point. Like I'm fucking ready for that bitch, and I'm not gonna be able to have it till about 9:30. And you can see what that says. So I'm gonna have a little snack, put that fucker in, and maybe get that machine up and running or ready to run. I'll do a test run through it. What is that in British Empire units? What is British? Which one? Who? What? Cookies? Potatoes? Crust? British? What? Heat? Just set it on fire. What about British BTU? No, I guess that wouldn't be right. Anyway, ooh. Thanks for a very honest and entertaining stream, dude. You're our welcome, Rasher. We appreciate the 10 euros. One of these, some days I got it on euros versus pounds. Anything else, I will not have a fucking clue. But we appreciate the 10 pounds. That will be going towards our future V8 desktop engine build, which we will be doing live sometime next year. Just being honest with you. What we'll end up doing is ordering the engine kit itself, seeing what it comes with, and then figuring out what else we need to order as we're building other Lego stuff. And we'll slowly get everything together, and then we'll end up building it in the new office with a bigger work area. I think I talked about this last week. Anyway, sorry. Anyhow, let's all go get something to eat. And I will talk to some of you tomorrow on the Scum stream. Talk to some of you on Wednesday on the Lego stream. And I'll talk to most of you that are here on next Saturday on that stream, whatever theme it ends up being. It maybe end up being coffee based at this point. So I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to try this stop stream button. We'll see how that goes. And I'll see everybody later on. Again, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for everyone for just being here, for the thumbs up, for the subs, for the donations, the memberships, and everything. You help keep this channel rocking and rolling, keeping us chill, keeping our Lego supply going, and just doing cool stuff with each other, just hanging out. I don't know. You know what I mean. Anyway, be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.